Hey everybody, welcome to the next commentary. Today we're playing Kassadin mid lane versus Yasuo on the PvE because there have been huge changes to the item and I wanted to go over everything. Now, I unfortunately took a 9000 accident because I was thinking about what I needed to talk about this video, so firstly I would normally take TP. So, let's get into what has been changed. So the first change is the Rod of Ages. In the past, the Rod of Ages had a passive that made it so you would get healed for a certain amount, which was 100 HP every single time you cast an ability. And then once you made it to a certain point in the item at 10 stacks, it would go down to a 2-second cooldown. That's no longer available. That is now instead the Eternity passive, which is damage taken turns into mana. Mana costs now turn into HP. And also, depending on how much mana and HP you get movement speed. It's not very good, but it's very good for Kassadin. The second change is Archangels, where they nerfed the AP by not 100. It used to be 100, now it's 60, so 40 AP nerf. Plus, also, they made it so it's a 2% instead of 3% conversion rate of mana to AP, so once again, a nerf to the mana. And then also, they made it so now, you get damage reduction when you're above 30% of your mana. So it basically is like a Death Stance in a way, like a little bit worse because Death Stance is a little bit better. But it's gives you damage reduction when you're above 30% mana, and then it takes away some of your mana depending on how much damage you take, because that's how it like tries to, I guess, make itself powerful. And then also, when you get a takedown, you refund 30% of your mana. So, if you guys don't know, Presence of Mind, normally taken on Kassadin, because how Kassadin works is he has a ramping mana cost. Not many champions in the entire game have ramping mana cost, where every single time you use an ability, it costs more. That's what Kassadin does with this ultimate, where it deals more damage, but it costs more. I didn't take Presence of Mind this game, because Presence of Mind refunds 15% of your max mana during takedown. Archangels now refunds 30%. It's literally double. So you could still take it if you really wanted to, but you don't have to anymore if you don't want to. Basically, these two items together have made it so I think they're both very bad now. They changed it. The Eternity passive healing is so tiny for the amount of mana cost that people do, that it's the 100 HP every single 2 seconds is normally going to be more powerful for basically every champion, except for one, and that's Kassadin, because Kassadin has scaling mana cost. So not many champions can spend 600 mana every single second. Kassadin can. So I'm going to be healing a lot during the late game. Of course, you don't have a 1-second cooldown on your ultimate until like level 16. But also the Eternity passive and like also the Presence of Mind passive of making it so with the Archangels now during takedowns you get back max mana with the Presence of Mind, right? That's like only beneficial to Kassadin again. So basically they turned these two items into Kassadin super items, in my opinion. Literally extremely powerful items. You're pretty good versus Yasuo during the early game. You do Emax because every single time he casts his ability, you can eventually kill him. So we should be able to kill him here, actually, if he steps back up again. We'll see if he does, but... Oh, he used his potion, though. My teammates should be okay, I think. Right? Oh, you're walking back in. My bad. Maybe I could have rotated. I thought he was just going to continue running up. Well, this guy... I'm going to grab that. I want to get fed on Kassadin during the early game. So yeah, those are the overall changes. Quite a few changes. So basically, what they tried to do is make it so the Archangels is now an AP bruiser item. Because no longer does it give an insane amount of AP, because they nerfed the hell out of the AP, right? So it doesn't give as much. For now, if you have over 30% max mana, you take reduced damage. So that's not a good item on basically anybody except for champions who want to take damage. Like Kassadin is a melee champion. I'm not saying I want to take damage, but I'm going to. That's just the nature of Kassadin. So there's champions that have scaling mana costs like Kog'Maw. Well, with Kog'Maw, I'm not trying to be in the midst of a fight. I'm trying to, you know, be a ranged artillery. So it basically has nerfed, or in my opinion, this whole entire change has removed champion variety for these items and basically said, here's a Kassadin super item. In fact, I think that if Riot wants to, they can make this item literally only for Kassadin. I think that's actually a good change. Just like make a little tooltip saying like, you can only buy this if you're Kassadin. That would be an amazing change because I feel like it's the only character it's really good on. Like even Silas. I know Silas is a mage that's very popular right now, right? But I still think that, honestly, there's better items for Silas. His mana costs aren't really that bad. Like, so you're not going to get that much mana, or, well, mana and HP from using your mana with the Rod of Ages passive, the Eternity passive. It's like, why build this item unless you have extreme mana costs? And nobody has extreme mana costs. Nobody does. So what's the point of building this item except for on the one person who actually does have extreme mana costs that fully can benefit from getting massive amounts of healing? My ego threw Windwall, which is pretty sick. Nice try, nice try. So we'll just keep on casting our E. The thing is about the E max versus Yasuo is he has an extremely low cooldown abilities of his Q and his E, so thankfully just all the time this guy is just gonna be casting, which just gives me back these E stacks. So it's very nice. I just can always be casting it. Oh, you went in on me. Probably had a pretty bad timing here. Yeah. I was okay with it. I saw him go over here. I'm surprised he actually took the ultimate. I'm okay with it. Now, I don't have any of those passive things yet, because we don't have Catalyst or anything like that, so... Nice, we got his shield. One more R should do it with Ignite, and he's actually just dead. So, if he steps up again, just a little bit aggressive, we might be able to just kill him. For the runes this game, I'll show my runes in a second. I'm taking, like, a really weird rune page. He's dead. Oh, my last auto attack cut me in tower range, but that's still worth because the wave is underneath tower, so... And also, me getting strong as Kassadin is huge. So I'm okay with trading early game because at the end of the day, when I reach level 16, it's going to be pretty difficult for these guys to function. Oh, we can go Frozen Heart this game. I mean, you can see they are extremely AD heavy, so... Frozen Heart seems very, 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 very powerful. I'll still deal plenty of damage because Kassadin has mana scaling, so that's still okay. Even though the Archangels lost a little bit of mana scaling, that's okay because Kassadin literally has it within his kit, which is a little bit different than a lot of other champions. Like, not many champions have mana scaling for damage. Only Rise and Kassadin do, I think. It's literally it. Oh, this was actually stupid, huh? Oh, wait, no. Actually, not that bad. Okay, cool. I thought I was going to get punished for, like, being too aggressive there, but thankfully I didn't. So as you can see, I have the Catalyst. I'm healing for 15 every single time I use a spell right now. That's the Catalyst. We'll just keep on R'ing on top of him. Rammus is really good at ganking Yasuo. If Yasuo is ever flashless, you have crazy good setup with, I can just spam my ability on top of him and just get him. I have no skill shots on Kassadin, which is very nice, so you can kind of just spam a point-and-click ability, basically. I know your R is kind of a skill shot, but it's not a true skill shot. I really want more platings, but honestly, I can stay inside this lane. I don't really want a base or anything. I don't have anything to do. He uses W, so that damage will stick. We can do that. I'm also getting a little bit of tier stacks as well. Just waiting for our Rod of Ages, right? Because we're trying to stack that ASAP. Because it still has the passive of when you fully stack it, you get a free level, so that will help us get to that level 16. No, am I gonna... Okay, cool. I didn't miss it. Maybe I can just roam. Is this guy AFK? Damn it, dude. Did he really go AFK? No way, right? Oh no, he did Rift Herald with his teammates. Okay, cool. He didn't go AFK. Oh, this could be a big fight for us. He might have R or E soon. That's whatever. I'll just use it on top of him. He probably doesn't have it soon enough. So I don't have Presence of Mind yet, so I'm not going to be getting back mana. Remember that it's now gated behind the item. In fact, I think you have to literally finish Seraphs to actually get it. Yeah, you do. So even when I have Archangels that's not upgraded, I still need to fully finish this Seraph. So, it's a scaling item. It's not even that useful until you actually finish it, the Seraphs. Beforehand, it was still, like, somewhat useful because it still gives, like, decent mana. Or, not decent mana, sorry. Decent, AP, but now it doesn't. So, once this gets to 360, we'll be good. But that's okay. We're pretty far away from buying the item anyways because we still need to finish our, ulti me. Go. We still need to finish our Rod of Ages still anyways. Do we have it yet? How much does it cost? It costs like 2,100. Alright, so we just need like one more kill or like 2 more waves. Every single wave is almost worth like 150 gold. Cannon waves are actually worth, I think, actually more. Oh, I missed that. It was Ezreal. I really want that creep. I mean, he could honestly try fighting me if he wanted to. He does have lifesteal, so taking trades and then doing stuff afterwards is pretty good for him. But if he's not going to play aggressive, I'm also content with not doing anything but farming, because at the end of the day, I'll just outscale Yasuo, most likely. So, Yasuo scaling is good, but he has to play better than I do. My champion's way easier than his. Are you gonna ulti me? No? Okay, cool. I'm being a little ballsy by using my R forward, but, like, I really want these, creeps. I just killed him here. I don't have R! That's okay. I mean, we're getting more kills. Our whole entire goal is to reach the 2-core item spike, because we want the Rod of Ages, which we finally got, so that will start stacking, but also finishing this is huge, because then I can actually have my Presence of Mind ability with the on takedown. Oh yeah, you also get 10% AP. Sorry, I didn't mention that. The biggest thing for me, the AP thing doesn't really matter in my opinion. The biggest thing was the 30% mana. Because, like, it's just confusing because most champions don't have mana issues when you build the Archangels, because your mana cost, like, let's say Ziggs is a champion that's very spammy, and you're spamming your abilities on the wave all the time with Archangel Staff. In reality, normally your mana pool is so big because Seraphs literally gives you 800 plus mana, it gives you 860, that it's not going to be a problem. The reason why Kassadin really uses it well is because his mana costs are so high from his ramping mana cost, from his ultimate. So what's the point of me getting my mana back inside of teamfights when I build Seraphs? And why would I build Seraphs if it just got nerfed AP-wise? Like, I get 8% reduced damage when people jump on me on Ziggs. It's like, if they're already on top of me, honestly, I might, you know, I'll take a little bit less damage, but I've already messed up. You know, control mages, who normally were the people who built Seraphs in the first place because of the high AP to make it so you can become a true, extremely squishy mage that will dish out a ridiculous amount of damage because it gives so much AP, is no longer the case. Now it's a bruiser item. So now it's, in my opinion, meant for champions who want to get hit because you're going to take reduced damage. If you're playing control mage and you're getting hit, it's already screwed. You're not supposed to be getting hit in the first place because you're mispositioning. But who knows, maybe it will somehow become useful. I don't know. I'll just run away. I mean, that's fine. He ulties me, so now that's down. I am getting a little bit of healing. You can see that it's healed for 1,112 so far. Like, that healed me right there. I can just R on top of him again. I can probably do it one more time. I can just R on top. I don't have Presence of Mind, so that did cost my entire mana pool, so now that's gone. But just standard Kassadin things, just R on top of people's face. Similar to Tristana, the video that I just did, right? You know, you just want to sit on people's faces. If you sit on their face, you're good. Here, jump on me. Honestly, I think I could fight you. Okay, maybe I can't. Actually, I can. I can. We just play the kiting game here. Just one more R should kill unless he flashes it. Alright, cool. The first step was waiting for my mana cost to be back because it has that... It costs more mana. Once this debuff expired, I R'd away, and then he jumped on top of me. But the cooldown is already so short. Level 11 power spike with it going from a 3-second or 4-second cooldown down to a 3-second is already big enough to make it so I'm extremely powerful. I'm actually going to sell my Doran shield. I don't think I need that anymore for this needless. I'm just going to skip the boots for now, but we might just go plated steel caps just to make their life hell because they are full AD, so if I just build a bunch of tank items, good luck killing me while I still dish out a ridiculous amount of damage. My R right now deals 220 damage plus 94 every single time I press R, which stacks up to 4 times. So theoretically, that's 600 damage every single time I press R on somebody's face. 600 damage is really quite a bit. You know, if I was playing Ziggs right now with a good amount of AP, if I landed like a Ziggs ultimate on top of somebody's face, I'd probably deal less than 600. So now you're starting to understand probably the damage potential of Kassadin, where all you do is... Oh, okay, I mean, I'll just jump away. Why did I not hear his ultimate sound? That's weird. That's really odd. It was just dead silent. Wow, this guy's kind of tanky, isn't he? Maybe I should be doing W max second, because the W max will actually give me faster restore, possibly. I have bad mana here, but it might be enough. Yeah, he's dead. Cool. So another shutdown for us. Once again, we're kind of struggling here in terms of our mana because of the no presence of mind, but that's okay. Because we're getting closer. We have the item. The issue now is that we need to fully stack it, but we'll have it fully stacked very soon. We only have 4 stacks on this Rod of Ages as well. To be honest, I'm so fed to the point that they might just FF, which would be extremely disappointing because, obviously, I'm trying to showcase Kassadin when he actually finishes the items and not just talk about it, just to showcase how stupidly strong this is going to be. Because in the past, it was like, when I played Presence of Mind Kassadin, you actually get enough mana with 15% max mana on takedown for like 1 or 2 more Rs. Now that it's double, you can basically just use your R however you want inside team fights. You don't have to worry about mana cost at all, really. I am going to max W next just to get the... Your W also restores missing mana, if you guys didn't know. It's not max mana, but missing. So the lower mana you have, the more it restores. And if you hit it on champion, it restores even more. So, our main goal right now is honestly stacking this. I think I have it now. So now that it's done, I have the takedown. I'll let you remount. Okay, you died. Darn it. See, look, I'm full mana again. So I can just R on top of this guy now. And then I'm full mana again, so I'll just start R'ing away. Every single time I R, I'm getting back like 128 HP. So it's basically the Rod of Ages passive of the 2 seconds, except for it's even better now, because now I'm just able to heal it on no cooldown, not to mention my mana cost are... I just have no mana anymore, no mana issues, as you can see. I went from having the worst mana issues in the world because I didn't take Presence of Mind to literally, I just restored 3,000 mana. That's more than my entire mana pool. 3,600 or 3,400. The damage reduced is 58. Not really that impressive, right? But I'm just... These items are literally Kassadin's items. Like, you know how Victor has his item in the past where he used to build his Hex core where it was a legit item? It should just be gated. Kassadin should be the only person allowed to purchase this because of how well it is for synergy. It is actually crazy. It's just broken. Anyways, for the next item that we can go, I mean... I'll build a little bit of armor. Let's go for the Frozen Heart build, just to make their life even harder. I wish them luck. So yeah. We haven't even reached our spike of level 16 by any means. I mean, we will reach it pretty soon, because it's only 3 more minutes on our Rod of Ages before that's fully stacked. And we get the passive of leveling up for free. So as you can see, I'm healing like 32. I healed for 32. I healed for 64, right? And then I healed for 15. I healed for 15 on using my W, or my Q. Now, the 15 healing with like an 80 mana cost is how other champions would function. When you're playing other champions, their mana cost around 80 to 100. That's it, dude. You only heal for like 20, right? Right there, I healed for 15, right? It's not crazy healing. The healing's actually, I mean, it's on every single spell, but spells have cooldowns, and Kassadin has low cooldowns. If you're playing something with higher cooldowns, it's going to be even worse. Like, who would be a good example of, like, high cooldowns? I can't think of somebody off the top of my head. Anyways, we're at 8 minutes now. Dude, I almost want to lose a team fight just so, like... I have full mana again, by the way. I don't know if you see that, but it's just absolutely insane. I'm full mana again. I can just use my R however I want. Now, the other thing that I mentioned, which was, remember, the passive of this Rod of Ages is also, depending on how much mana and HP you spend, you get 10% movement speed. That's hard to accomplish, by the way. That's not easy to do, except for Kassadin, because Kassadin has something that heals me for almost 120 every single time I press R. So that means 2 cast of R, aka it costs literally 1,200 mana. Think about other champions that need to spend like 1,000 mana. Kassadin presses R twice, and he gets 10% movement speed. No other champion is going to use it better than Kassadin, because I am literally spending more mana than anybody else's kit. I literally spend more than a full rotation. Come for the pick. No, he's gonna FF. They're gonna FF. Oh, okay. I thought they were talking to us to come to their Nexus because they're gonna FF and then they want me inside the final screenshot. I don't know what the hell that would even... Oh, they did FF. No, I just finished my item. I would have been level 16. But let's look at the final healing. About 5,000 mana restored. The damage reduction was only 89, but that's because nobody was really hitting me. Mana restored 5,000. So, yeah, I mean, I don't even need to showcase him being level 16. And also, the Rod of Ages, like, leveling up to the final level, it only gives me bonus level. You're getting that Eternity passive right when you build the Rod of Ages, so you don't really have to worry about me actually maxing it. But, yeah, Riot made it so Seraphs and Rod of Ages combined are basically the perfect Kassadin items and crappy on everybody else because of everything that I mentioned. So... pretty interesting. To recap the reason why, if you guys don't fully grasp it, I'll try to like make it extremely simple to understand. The reason why it's only good on Kassadin, really, on everybody else it's not very good, is because the Eternity passive of restore HP to 20% of the mana spent, right? Most mana costs that are like higher is like 100 mana. 100 mana converted 20% is 20 healing. That's literally nothing. Ziggs Q on a 4-second cooldown, spamming it is gonna heal you for like 20. That's it. So every single team fight, you spam all of your abilities at once. Maybe you heal for like 150-ish. Maybe if you do a full rotation, that's it. Meanwhile, Kassadin presses R one time and heals for 128, and it's on a 1-second cooldown. And it's every single time. And also you get movement speed. Because a full rotation of a champion, and you need to get the movement speed, 300 health or mana, right? If you do a Ziggs full rotation, which costs like 300 mana, you're not even close to getting to that threshold yet. The only champion that can realistically get to that threshold is Kassadin or, Kog'Maw. So, anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the commentary of the new Kassadin items that are literally just for him. Riot made. I like how this doesn't show the tooltip. As you can see, it just says, drain mana to reduce damage and gain mana in AP on takedown. Oh yeah, right, the AP on takedown. You get 10% more AP. I don't really think that matters too much, but yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video on Kassadin and what they did to make him super broken. And, I don't know, you can let me know inside the comments about what you guys think about the changes, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.